Hey, good afternoon. Oh, excuse me, good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Today is Monday and it's about 7 p.m. and the date is December 19th, 2016. I want to talk about many little topics today, and this is my little Pekingese dog, Lavender. Well, I want to talk about many things today. Firstly, I went to visit my mother. My mother is 87 years old, and my sister was also there as well. I, in part of my spirit journey, I want to get to know my mom. And I mean, I was raised by my mom, but any of you ever said to yourself, you really don't know your parents? You know, you never really had a deep conversation. You don't know what makes them tick or about their background. So I want to get to know my mom. At one point in my life, my mother and we were not talking at all. I was estranged from my family for a couple of years, but I always loved my mom. But it was a lot of pain involved. And part of my spirit journey now is to learn about forgiveness, to forgive my family, and to forgive myself. So I'm making more um, I'm making more initiative to go and visit my mom. I want to go over, bring food over, and I get to see my sister. And it dawned on me and my sister, we're not close, but I I really want to make a change in my life to, get along with her and make an effort to reach out and just to have a simple conversation. So I feel blessed today that we did talk, and I brought my lunch over with them. I brought my Chinese food, and they're really excited about that. And my sister shared pictures, old family slides of us when we were little children and when my parents first got married, and it was nice. But at the same time, the pictures, it is a little sensitive for me, but I I have to deal with my past, and I've been reading some books about past lives, and that one of the works that I've been reading is the author Dolores Cannon. She passed away in 2014, but she did some fantastic work with regard to hypnosis, and she discovered that some of her patients had past lives, and she did for 40 years. She studied past lives, and she hypnotized many, many, many people. So I'm reading about that, about past lives and things like that. This is a new concept for me. I was raised as a Christian for most of my adult life, but virtually my all of my adult life, but I wasn't raised in the faith. But so I'm embracing the possibility. I'm believing more and more that this is a truth, that this we could have other existences, that we had other existences, that there are different planes of existence. And I'm thinking, wow. So that means, when I hear things like that, why should I hold on to the past? And if this life is all about learning, it's not so much what happens to you, it's what you do with what you experience, and that you're not your experience, and that we're to learn from our mistakes or just learn lessons from what we encounter. I say to myself, I don't want to come back here. If there's such a thing as reincarnation, I don't want to come back here. I'm being honest. But what I do want, I want elevation. I want, I really, I'm learning that they're saying that you create your own reality. And I said, wow, if this is so, I want to imagine I live in a big open field with beautiful garden and a beautiful home and everything, you know, something like a cottage or something like that with little animals. I love nature, you know. So if this is true about you create reality, and that if I can start, they said you, like when you transition, they said that you, what you expect when you during your transition, you know, when you die, what you experience is what you create or what you believe, your belief system. So if you believe that you're Christian or you believe in, you know, Jesus or whatever, and you know, X, Y, and Z, then you go to, you know, see him, you know, whatever what your belief system is. So if everything what we experience after death if is what we expect, then I might as well start to expect, you know, to think of things that I want for myself. What do you want? So again, this is just exploration. Again, I don't know, but I'm seriously thinking about going to this hypnotist to do a past life regression. I was referred to this one individual in New York City to go to. That medium slash spiritualist that I talked to on the 5th, December 5th of this year, 2016, he referred me to this person, and I think I will go to him. This person is not far from where I live, but he is expensive. But I'm thinking about doing it. I'm going to write a series of questions, things that I want to explore. I have done it before, but it was a different person, and I didn't get anywhere with it. But this person was recommended with this medium that did get certain things right in my, you know, in his reading about me. So that's also what I want to talk about. Also, um, a couple of days ago, I put out a video regarding um, black American blacks who try to pass as Native Americans. And what I want to say about that, again, my point of giving that story is not to offend anybody. You know, as blacks, that's my little doggy, my other little dog. Okay, hey, that we stop that we go through. Come now, they want to play. My little dog. Let's behave. That as blacks slash the African Americans, we go through so much, and so I'm not trying to put more stress on us as a group. What I'm learning about this whole thing about identity, you are who you are, and you living in your own skin, and whatever what you are, embrace the you. Love you, whether you're Native American or Euro American, African American, Chinese American, Asian American. Enjoy you. But I'm saying go go beyond just that, you know. But in particular, see, many of the people who watch my channel are people of black slash African ancestry, like myself. And so those are the people I'm really addressing. You know who you are. But regardless who you are, you know, that you are loved. And you create your own reality. And the point I wanted to bring regarding blacks is that, you know, I believe that we should have our reparations. But you know, what if tomorrow you're given this 40 acres and a mule? You have to still prepare. So my message is, you know, women. I don't have children. Only my little dogs here. That start educating your children. I believe things are. I believe things are going to get tough. But you know, you're resilient, black man, black woman. You're resilient and you have heart. Love yourself. Love you. It's the African who survived those heavy chains of burden. Don't be ashamed of those things that happen. Those things build character. Build character in your life. Stop wallowing in the past, but use your past as a stepping stool of motivation, of greatness. Okay? Every race has problems. But I'm just saying, hey, the holidays are coming up. If you're not wealthy or anything like that, that's okay. Go to the library, bring your kids, and start reading books about um, agriculture, horticulture, about plants and seeds, how to grow, how to have what they call a permaculture. That's with a type of farming. Learn these things about nature, and somehow, why stay in the big cities? Go out there in some nice rural area. Learn how to plant. Get a garden. Don't be dependent on these urban centers. Start teaching your children skills. Don't buy these little iPhones or things like that. That's not going to, prepare them. Prepare them for life, so that when things do start to change in America, it's going to be changing for all races, but teach them skills of survival. Start reading. Reading is free. You go to the library, or you go on the internet about how to do these gardens, how to build a home. When I showed you earlier those necklaces I made, I got the seeds from the ground in Central Park in New York City, and I drilled a hole in it and I wear it around my neck. That why I did that and why I shared it with you was because I'm trying to motivate other black people or anyone who wishes to watch my videos that you learn how to use your hands. Learn how to create things with your mind and then put in fruition with the use of your hands. Okay? We sit down all day looking at these videos. And now I love looking at the videos, but I'm trying to motivate myself even that I can make things with my hands. So regardless of what your ancestry is, what your race is, or your identity or your gender, appreciate you and learn. Take control of your family. Once you take control of you and your family, it doesn't matter so much about what the system does to you. You do to you, to empower you. And knowledge is free when you go to the library. So that's what I'm trying to say, trying to encourage you that you don't have to stay put in the large cities and be dependent on this system. Get out of this system. I'm in my 50s, and it's like I have to be realistic about my abilities. I doubt I'm going to get 40 acres and to tend it by myself. I don't have kids or a husband. It's just me and my little dogs. But I'm trying to motivate you there who are just starting out. Maybe you're just getting married and you want to start a family, whatever. Start where you are now. Embrace yourself. Pat yourself on the back and say, I survived this. And I survived history. And I'm going to push forward with where I am now. You can only control the now. Now is the time for your existence. So embrace it, move forward. So with that all being said, just count your blessings, your joy, who you are, and just enjoy it and go to the next step. And if you have problems, whatever, hey, maybe you can go to a past life regressionist also. You can go on the internet and look up licensed individuals. You can go on Dolores Cannon's website and look up about past life regressions, what could be holding you back in life. It's amazing the things that can happen to us. So that's all I want to say. And again, if I don't do any more videos for this year, happy holidays or what holidays you practice. Love your children, love your wife, your husband, your mom, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, aunt, etc. Okay? So peace and joy from Spirit Journey. And my little dog is saying hello too. So take care and enjoy. Bye-bye.